Hi, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're shooting in historic Marquette, Michigan, my hometown, and we are at the Art on the Rocks Art Festival. And we get a chance to talk to several of the artists that are working here today. And stay tuned to the end of the video because one of the special artists here, in fact, I think she has the best display here. She's certainly the best wire wrapper that I've ever seen anywhere in the country. She has one of my agates in one of her pieces. So at the end of the video today, we'll get a chance to check that out. But come on, let's go see Art on the Rocks. So Tristan was nice enough to give us a few minutes of his time. He's the director of Lake Superior Art Association, which really is the backbone of why Art on the Rocks occurs. So Tristan, if you could just take a couple minutes to talk about how long you've been with the program and what your job as the director is, and then kind of what kind of effort it takes to run something like this.
So my name is Tristan. I've been directing Art on the Rocks for about 6 years now. I'm actually outgoing. I'll be replaced by Lex Exworthy coming up for future years. So really excited about that changeover. But yeah, I grew up in Marquette. I grew up attending Art on the Rocks. I remember my early years, the fair was still out on Presque Isle, so I had fond memories attending that with my family. And it was kind of cool to see it come full circle. I didn't know that I'd get into a career in arts administration, but pieces fell where they did. And yeah, it came all full circle. I started working with the Lake Superior Art Association through my day job, actually, which was the City of Marquette Office of Arts and Culture.
Okay.
So got to know them really well, and I helped out at a few shows in the late 2010s when I moved back home. And then that parlayed into me taking over directing the show. So yeah, like I said, I've been doing that for about 6 years. This is my 4th show that we pulled off. We had to cancel a couple because of COVID, but yeah, again, really cool to see it come full circle in my perspective, and just see the event in a completely different light than I did as a kid.
Yeah. And I was going through the brochure about Lake Superior Art Association. The organization really started, I think it was 1951.
Yep.
Where some people got together, some artists, and really decided that they were going to try and enrich the Marquette community through outreach program. And then it took off, I think, 1954, and then it kind of successfully kept growing. But really, like you said, this Lake Superior Art Association really adds a lot of culture, and it has for 70 years here in the Marquette area. I don't think the place would be the same if we didn't have the art experience, the crafters experience here in Marquette.
Absolutely, yeah.
You know, it really is part of our culture up here in Marquette. Anyways, there are artists everywhere.
There are.
Right? It's just a beautiful place to be.
It is. So. Yeah, it's awesome. An organization as historic as Lake Superior Art Association. Next year, the LSA will be celebrating its 75th anniversary. Huge milestone, of course. This year, Art on the Rocks, the event, is celebrating its 65th anniversary. So cool to have the kind of longevity and that, that whole community.
Yeah.
There's so many awesome things that go on here year round. We are one of those things, but like every other event, we are completely unique. It's rare to find a show of this magnitude in the area that we live. Right,
and we have artists as far away from Clearwater, Florida.
Yep, I think Florida. We got
Missouri or Kansas.
Yep, Missouri. We've had California. We have some artists from Arizona. I want to say we have had over the years 43 different states represented at Art on the Rocks. 43
different states over the years.
Yeah. And
I do believe, I could be wrong, you could correct me, other than Ann Arbor Art Festival, is this the second largest art show in the state?
I can't say for sure.
Okay.
I don't have those numbers. Yeah, we're up there in terms of size for sure.
Yeah.
And that's really cool. It's kind of scheduled in a cool way where a lot of artists who are here this weekend, they attended the Ann Arbor Art Fair last weekend.
Oh, they did?
And then there's a big fair going on in Minnesota, the Twin Cities area, next weekend. So it's cool to kind of have that route going along. And
good for the artists,
The artists talk all the time. They can't wait to come up to Marquette this time of year. It's not just about the show. That's a huge part of it, of course, getting to share and sell the work. But it's being part of the community. It's jumping in the lake.
Yeah.
It's going to the breweries. It's all these cool things that make Marquette a great place to be in the summer. And yeah, we're happy to be a stop along the road.
Right, and the art show really is part of that. And of course, Lake Superior, which is what, 50 feet away, 100 feet away.
Yep.
I think I shot some of that yesterday, but everybody knows Marquette's beautiful. Well, again, Tristan, I want to thank you for your time. I really appreciate it, buddy.
Absolutely. Appreciate it.
How are you guys doing today? Good to see you. I'll stop in a second, say hi. I like your stuff. At least you got some good music. He's having a good time, ain't he? Is he a professional?
I'm not sure.
Oh, he's pretty good.
Yeah, we're enjoying it.
I'm a sucker for jewelry.
Okay.
I like the Petoskey stones.
Oh, we have a couple.
Nice agate. I cut and polish gemstones.
Okay.
Local stones right here from Marquette, right down the road.
All right.
Ooh. Are you guys both artists? You're the artists?
She's a quilter.
Okay. Where are you out of, if I may ask?
Traverse City.
Oh, so you're close. That makes it. I could see you doing well in Traverse City. That's the right place. Again, and we're here with Danielle. What's your last name?
Taylor,
And she is from
Lake Geneva, Wisconsin.
Lake Geneva, Wisconsin. And she was so kind to give us just a few minutes of her time and let me film her while she's working here. Danielle, can you tell me how long have you been painting?
I've been painting ever since I was a little kid, but I've been doing it professionally for 19 years.
Oh, so she's been painting for 19 years.
Yeah.
And is this your first time here at the Art on the Rocks?
Yes, it is.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
thank you for coming. What do you think of the show?
So far, so good. It's a great crowd. It's a beautiful location.
Right.
Yeah.
Can you beat the spot?
Last night we were setting up, and it was kind of that smoky sunset, but the reflection of the ore dock in the water was just beautiful.
So did you take some photos, I'm sure?
Yeah, yeah.
The place is amazing, isn't it?
It is. I love it up here.
Well, I'm going to step out of the way, and we're just going to let you maybe work for a minute on the
Yeah, I'm just working on trying to get a stormy sky, and I'm trying to figure out how to, that like moody when a storm's brewing, and
So
kind of the dark boiling colors.
are you using oil or acrylic?
Right now, I'm just getting the base layer done, so I start with acrylics, and then I finish them with oil.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know you could mix the medium.
You can, but you do it in that order. If you did
Or you
oil first, then the acrylic won't stick on top of that. But if you do the water-based one first, you can do the oil on top.
Well, so then you lay down a base like this, get it kind of where you want, and then you kind of go in with
And
the
then that's where I
details.
add the pops. Yeah, like the pops, and that's where the texture comes from, is from the oil paints.
Okay, I'm going to take a little zoom around the shop, if that's okay. Show the people what you do.
Sounds good.
What's your favorite piece that's hanging?
There's a new one that's out front that's got like redwoods on it.
Okay.
That one's probably my favorite right now.
Do you name your paintings?
Yes.
So what's the name of it, and I'll go out and take a shot of it.
It doesn't have a title on it right now.
It does not.
It just has the price on it. I didn't make tags for the show.
And I like how your paint is not flat. You actually have some dimension to your paint.
Yeah.
So what is that?
A lot of texture. Some of it is just the oil paints, but then some of these thicker ones, like the mushrooms, are built up with plaster first,
Okay.
and then I add layers of color over the top of that.
And you've been doing this professionally for 19 years.
Yeah.
Not too many people get to do what they love.
Yeah.
So you really hit the jackpot, didn't you?
Yeah. Well, it's just gotta stick with it. It's
All
not
right.
always easy, but you stick with it.
Well, I want to thank you again for your time, and I'll give you the name of my channel so you can check it out.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Thanks.
Ready? My
Yeah.
name is Mark Suddeth. I'm from Cleveland, Ohio. I studied glass at the Cleveland Institute of Art back in the late 70s and early 80s. Built a studio in 1983 and have operated it ever since. So I make my living doing art fairs and have since '83.
And do you teach?
I've taught filling in for somebody on sabbatical a couple of times.
How long have you done the Marquette show?
You know, I'm not sure exactly. Probably, well, ever since it's been on these grounds, I've done it.
Okay.
I never did it out at the old space, but
Well, Mark, your stuff is absolutely fabulous. And I'm a huge fan because of, again, the show that Blown Away.
yeah.
And me and my, it was during COVID, me and my kids, we watched every single episode of that, right?
Well, it's very, blow glass is very similar. I melt about 300 pounds of glass in a big furnace or a crucible. It's a little over 2,000 degrees Fahrenheit, and I gather it out on stainless steel blowpipes, and I blow all the forms freehand. There's no molds or anything. And then I blow a form as a whole form, and then once they're cold, I cut them with diamond saws. Like these they're sliced off, and then I grind and polish, and then I'm engraving them or doing some sort of surface articulation on the pieces.
Okay. And how about the color? Is that kind of just how you put it in the glass? You kind of just roll it and blow it, and it stretches and forms what it does?
Glass is colored chemically, so it's not a pigment, it's not a paint. It is a colored glass. And in my case, I generally am putting the colors on the blowpipe first.
Okay.
Shaping them and blowing a small bubble in them, covering over them with layers of clear, and then when I blow it, it blows the color out into the form.
So how long did that take? That's got to be like a master's level of technique?
Well, I'd say you're always learning.
Okay.
It's like one of those things that the more you learn, the less you know.
Well, out of everything that I've seen here today, and I'm not just saying this because you're letting me film, your stuff is absolutely, I think, top notch. I would give you the President's Award.
Well, thanks.
So again, thanks for your time, Mark.
You bet.
I appreciate it.
Because the tree pieces and the garden pieces are so wet. You couldn't tilt it up and
And can I walk right around? You don't care, right?
You absolutely do whatever. Yeah.
I know you just told me your business is leaving, but what is the name of the business? Maybe these will become worth a lot more.
Copper Time Sprinklers,
And where are you out of?
Fremont, Michigan.
You're in Fremont, Michigan?
Yes.
Oh, I got a story. I gotta talk to you as soon as I get done shooting this.
Okay.
Fremont.
Gerber baby food. The years go by, but it's been when they were still up on the island.
Oh, so that's a long time ago.
Yeah, the first year we did the show, we pumped water out of Lake Superior to get our sprinkler to run.
Well, I suppose when people see that, they just go, "Oh, I gotta have that." Hey, it's so cool,
Yeah, if we don't have one running, then we don't have many sales.
right?
Just have to kind of see it in action.
Do you? Well, obviously, you just keep that one on so everybody can see it. You're not spinning these other ones on.
Right. Now they all pretty much do the same thing. And it's a good cooling station for people on a day like this.
Yeah, it's not normally this hot up here. Hi, we've got another artist who'd like to spend a few minutes with on camera, so we're so happy. This is Stacy McKillum. And Stacy, let's tell us, if you could tell our people in the audience just a little bit how long you've been doing art and what you think of your experience here at Art on the Rocks so far.
It's been a great experience so far. This is my first major show that I've ever done. I've been painting for about 6 years, but this has been a big step working towards this particular show. I've been here just as a visitor, and it's just a great show, so it's really an honor to be here.
Yep. And Stacy, as you can see, she's wearing an award around her neck. She has won an award here at the show. It's called Best in Color. And what does that mean exactly?
Just the best use of vibrant, saturated colors, and that's what everyone has really been saying when they come to my booth. Is just wow, they're bright, and they're just colors that I like. They are energizing for me, and they're fun, and so yeah.
Okay, and then you can obviously see she is a trout fan. So I'm going to pick the camera up now and I'm going to just shoot your video and then tell us again what you just told me, why you picked that medium.
So I picked fly fishing. I married into a fly fishing family, and it's something that has been really a big part of my life. We go out fishing as a family. I take my son out fishing, and it's just a really good family activity that we do together. And even though I'm painting a lot of fish, it's not always about the fish. It's about being out in nature. It's about being with your loved one. It's about being with the scenery and seeing all the other things that nature has to offer.
So you really could say though that nature does inspire your art.
Absolutely.
Even being outside, you get refreshed from being outside.
and just seeing how the light plays on the water, and I love clouds, I love the moon. So it's just seeing the whole scenery that goes. Normally trout live in beautiful places.
Clean water. They don't live in dirt.
Water.
Right. Well, you know, we do a lot of trout fishing up here in the UP. Mm-hmm. You probably knew that. So I don't know, Stacy, did you tell us where you're out of?
I'm from Grayling, Michigan.
Oh, you told me that yesterday, but I did forget. Okay, and what's the best way for people to get a hold of you, Stacy, if they want to find your art?
I do have a website. It is www.stacymccullochstudios.com.
Okay, and you're out of Grayling, Michigan. Well, I'm going to take a picture of your glasses up front, but again, I really want to thank you for your time, and I hope you do so well here.
All right, thank you.
Thanks, Stacy. And then you told me yesterday, where do you have these sent all the way down to Nevada? Is that what you said?
Yeah, I order them out of, I'm trying to remember what the company is. But they do glassware, and you can get your own art put on there. They do a lot of branding for different companies. So, but I have them, they're one of the only ones I could find that did full color. So otherwise they do just a couple colors and that's it.
But with your art, they have to be full color if they're going to get your... All right, well, again, thanks again. I know we already said goodbye, but I'm going to say goodbye again. Thanks.
All right, thank you.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, right. He's in the
I don't normally just stand and talk to people about myself.
You stand and talk to people all day long when they come into the booth?
Questions.
Okay, well, I'm going to ask some questions.
If you ask questions, that's different.
Okay. Well, then I'll ask questions.
Okay, perfect.
For everybody on the camera, this is Sarah Hillman, and you are out of?
Lansing, Michigan.
Lansing, Michigan. Oh, that's right, with the Spartan stuff. Yes. And how long have you been doing your art, Sarah?
This particular art, probably about 10 years.
10 years. And professionally for 10 years as well?
Probably. I don't know how professionally it is when you just make some and sell them to your friends.
Okay. So you started small.
Very
with
small.
Small
very
beginnings.
small, yes.
And what I'm going to do is grab the camera so we can get a close-up on some of Sarah's beautiful work. It's really unique. I've never seen anything else like it. So she was so gracious to let me spend a few minutes here in her booth. So Sarah, it's an interesting question. I asked you the other day, where do you get your rocks from? Because there are no rocks like this in Lansing.
No, there are not. I get them from Lake Superior, from Lake Michigan, and a few from Lake Huron. I have to travel with my Menards bucket for my rocks.
From Lansing.
Yep.
I'm going to zoom. Do you have a favorite? Because one of the other artists I was visiting, she said, oh, but out of all the pieces that I've produced, she said, this is my favorite. Do you have a favorite?
You know, I do, but it is not here because it's sold. It was a wedding piece.
Okay.
And I loved it very much. The bride's dress was sort of based off of, it was a commission. Someone had wanted her wedding dress recreated, and I created two versions. She picked the one she liked best, and the one she didn't choose was my favorite piece. And I loved it, and I actually sold it earlier this year at a show. And
so I know what it's like because I cut gemstones as we were just taking a look. It's hard to sell your babies, isn't it?
It is kind of, I admit I was a little sad when it got bought because I thought, you know, that was one I would keep and look at. But
yeah, I think you heard me tell the gal across the street, oh, I couldn't possibly sell that
yeah,
one.
no, it's true. It's hard when you love something and you actually think it's beautiful, then you don't want to let it go. And I did debate not selling it. But.
Yeah. So I'm going to zoom in right now on one of her special pieces. And I really like this piece because in the different places in the state of Michigan, you have the stone that kind of comes from that location. Is that right, Sarah?
Yes. Yes, I try to keep the Petoskey stone in the Petoskey area, Charlevoix stone in the Charlevoix area.
And I just gave you, maybe 7, 8 little teeny stones that should work. No, I gave you a whole handful.
Did you?
I did.
Oh my God, I was going to say, I remember you probably did.
A bunch of little ones.
You did, you gave me a whole.
Okay.
Like, oh, my brain remembered one because I think it was the one I picked up, but yes. Here are some of the ones that you...
Just some of those.
Yeah,
so,
there's 3 or 4 more in there. These are beautiful.
Yeah, I think so. What I asked you to do is, since that agate right there came from Marquette, Michigan, when you start putting those together...
To put those in Marquette, absolutely.
Right, so we're going to put those in the Marquette spot, and then after we leave here, if you would do that for me, I will give you my phone number, and you could send me a picture. Yeah, that would be great.
Yeah, these are the ones. So I have 7... agates that you gave me.
So for your next
for my next 7 maps, I will put these exactly.
And you know, of course, if you sell a bunch of them and you want some more, you know where you can get them.
Oh, I do. Thank you. They're so beautiful.
All right. Well, hey, thanks again for your time. Thanks for letting me in your booth, and
Thank you for coming to visit and for these incredibly beautiful agates. I have such a hard time finding agates, so I am so grateful for these because I do love to be able to put an agate in every map. So this is very cool.
And the other thing too is, while I was getting these agates out, I spilled some on one of, well, actually two of Sarah's beautiful pictures. I thought that I was going to be buying some art, fairly priced, by the way, and I didn't say you were price gouging me, but I almost bought some artwork today, but the water did dry. So you just have absolutely beautiful stuff. The vision for you to see your pieces and how they come together.
Thank you.
I think you told me yesterday when you're walking the beach, well, how do you pick a rock? Look at these little cute guys right there.
Some of them are so, like, they're sort of obviously what they want to be. Some of them are just, you have to take them home and think about them for a while.
And do you have some stained glass or some pieces of glass? What is that other stuff? That's not rock right there. What is that?
No, it's beach glass, but some of it is beach glass I made.
Yeah.
Because I cannot find all the colors, especially red and orange and yellow.
I just bought two glass bottles. One's green and one's blue. I'm going to do the same thing.
Oh, really? Yeah, no, I
because
smash them in my driveway with a rock and then I run them through my tumbler because I can't find some of the colors I want.
Well, they just don't exist anymore because everything is so picked over, hey?
Right.
You have to find that kind of red natural beach glass, forget about it. It's been gone a long time.
Yes, those are colors that are practically impossible to find. So I just buy old candy dishes and wine glasses and antique plates and stuff, and then I smash them.
So this was funny. I was talking to your friend Kate yesterday. I said, "Oh, look at that beautiful mobile over there." She said, "That's a display." I'm like, "Well, that tells you what I know." So, all right. Thanks again, Sarah. I appreciate it. Love your work.
Thank you so much.
Hey.
Thank you again for the stone.
Yep. One more thing. Can I get the last word?
Absolutely.
Sure, I can have the last word. Go blue.
Go blue or go home.
Thanks again. All right. Well, you know, why don't you just while I'm shooting this film, why don't you say your name again on camera?
Michelle.
And your last name?
Semenko.
Semenko. And where are you out of?
Stevenson, Michigan.
Okay. And you were so nice to let me come in here and shoot some of your. This is the most gorgeous wire wrapping I've ever seen. I told you that before, didn't I? And as the people may not know, I actually cut and polished Lake Superior agates, and I sold some. And here on the table, we actually have one of my agates, so we're going to get a shot of that. That is my agate. How cool is that? You don't mind being on camera, right? We're going to do a little voice. Can I pan up?
Yeah.
I didn't want to scare you.
So he's on it.
I'm shooting a little video just because I'm going to go a little slower this time.
I know, that's what I
It's just so beautiful.
used to have some bike music today. And there's the makeup reason. Like, he's my favorite.
So what's special about him?
Just really like how he turned out. Really what he is.
Where do you get your inspiration?
My head.
It just comes out?
Yeah.
That's the bad part. Yeah.
What else is what's favorite after him? What's the next one?
I know it, right? You know, I know it.
Let me ask you this question. Did the other stones I sold you, did they sell or did you not use them?
No, I haven't used them.
Okay.
Yeah, I haven't used them. They're sitting on the side of my table waiting to figure out what they want to be.
Yeah, she has like thousands of tabs.
Yeah, it's. I gotta see what sparks.
So then you look at a piece, you look at them for a while, then you start working and it comes out.
Yep. I have a whole bunch of tabs just sitting on the side, just waiting.
And how many do you make a day, or how often do you work?
Usually just weekends, because this is my hobby.
Well, so how long, like during the week, do you spend an hour or two wire wrapping?
Maybe, yeah. I try to.
Your stuff is just so beautiful.
Thank you. What I was looking for.
Okay.
That guy right there.
So that's your second favorite,
Yes.
And it has a name?
Jimmy Peaks.
So do you name all your pieces?
Yes, I do.
Do you keep a log of where they go?
No.
I started to do that with some of my agate stones. I wanted to know. I did name them as well.
Yeah.
But I did want to know where they ended up. But some people didn't want to do that.
No.
so
Once I put them out there, then
You turn them over to the universe?
I do, yeah. They get a name and then they go on.
Do you have repeat customers?
Yes.
And they probably say, we love your stuff, and they just kind of find you again?
Yep, they usually go on my Facebook page.
What's your Facebook page?
Dynamic Creations.
Okay, so it's on the card?
Yeah.
And we'll do a snapshot of that, too.
I know.
Yeah, all my pieces are on there.
So even the pieces you sold, you have snapshots of them, so
Yes,
we
I
can
do.
see a gallery of your stuff?
Yep, they're in my sold album.
And the sold album. Oh, that's... I really want to thank Tristan Luma, the director from Lake Superior Art Association, for his time. Also, Sarah Hillman. She is at 3pearlsbysarah.com out of Lansing, Michigan. Stacy McKellop. You can find her at stacymckellepstudios.com. She's out of Grayling, Michigan. Also, Michelle and Eric Semenko out of Stevenson, Michigan. They're at Dynamic Creations. Mark Sudeth from Sudeth Glass, Cleveland Heights, Ohio. You can find him at sudethglass.com. And Danielle Taylor out of Lake Geneva, Wisconsin, dtaylorfinearts.com. Again, I want to thank everybody for watching my video. It was a lot of fun to make. Please share, like, and subscribe, and comment. It really helps to get the video pushed out there for other folks. Thanks. Bye-bye.